locs, my name is Latoya Ebony. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new, feel free to subscribe. I've got a ton of natural hair care videos, and also hit me up on Instagram. Now y'all know I love comments. I am always in the comments. If I'm not hurting it, I am commenting. We are having conversations. And one of the most frequent questions that I see asked is,
I know protective styling is important. I'm doing protective styling, but how do you moisturize your hair in a protective style?
that's the question you have. I have a couple answers. So today we're going to talk about protective styles, what are they, versus low manipulation styles, what are those, some examples of both, how to moisturize protective styles, low manipulation styles, as well as how to cleanse your scalp when you are sporting a low manipulation style. This is a fabulous question. Ladies and gentlemen, class is in session. Let's begin. So what is a protective style? A protective style is any hairstyle in which your ends are tucked away in order to prevent manipulation, touching. It is protected from the environment, so your ends literally have to be tucked away, not exposed at all. That is a protective style. Why is it important? Care for and protect your ends. In terms of the ends, you really want to keep them protected. If they are constantly, dragging on your shoulders, if they are dry and brittle, if they have split ends, if you are not applying like oil on them at night and things like that to keep them malleable and less brittle, it's going to break. So care for your ends, because that is what's going to really determine your length at the end of the day. Protective styles are an amazing way to protect your ends, but it's also a really good way to take a break from your hair. Your ends are tucked away in a cute hairstyle for a week or more, depending on the style. You don't have to do it. It is promoting length retention because you're not touching your hair. Examples of protective styles: updos, buns, wigs. But I have a question. Do you guys consider locks to be protective styles? Comment down below. I want to know, because I feel like these could be a little bit in a gray area just because of the hairstyle itself. You feel me? And pretty adjacent to that are low manipulation styles. These are styles in which your hair ends do not necessarily need to be tucked away, but the styles do not encourage you to touch or manipulate your hair. Many low manipulation styles are a little easier to install, but they do require some maintenance and manipulation throughout the week because your ends are still exposed. Your hair is more likely to get a little drier because, they're basically out. So some examples of low manipulation styles are puffs, wash and goes, twists with your natural hair. Any style in which your ends are still exposed is usually considered a low manipulation style. Both protective styles and low manipulation styles are very valuable. They both can help promote length retention. However, they must be installed correctly and they must be taken out correctly in order to retain that length. For example, hairstyles that are too tight, in which your scalp is literally throbbing, when the skin is pulling, when you're getting those little bumps around your hairline, when the extensions are too heavy, anything that is causing excessive stress on your scalp, your hair strands, that's not a protective style. You should take those out. You should not go back to that person that did that to you. I am so sorry. I have also been there before. It is not fun. Outside of the person installing the hairstyle just being a little bit too rough, a lot of times I see this happening to people who have shorter hair and are trying to retain their length. So they go and they get protective styles in order to, help promote that length retention, but they don't have enough hair in order for it to be done in a gentle way. So in that case, I would say try maybe wash and goes or something that's a little bit more low manipulation, because you can really just derail your length retention by having it installed incorrectly. Now, the answer to the question, moisturization. How in the world am I going to moisturize my hair while it's up in a protective style or even in a low manipulation style without completely ruining the hairstyle? I got you, boo. One of the easiest ways for me is using steam from the shower. I know it seems so simple, but especially if I'm doing one of those intricate updo styles in which my ends are not exposed at all, like I'm not gonna take my hair down in order to moisturize it. Most of the time my hair is already still moisturized in the middle. It's just the edges that really need a little bit more revitalization. I'll get in the shower, I let the steam and the heat do its thing. I may take an even longer shower. If little droplets fall on my hair, I love it. And in some instances, I'll even take the water from the shower and I will pat my edges. I will kind of squeeze water into my ends, but you don't want to do too much because you don't want your hair to be saturated with water to the point where your hair is not dry, to the point where you are promoting bacterial growth and fungus. And I already have a problematic scalp, so I am not here for that. So you only need just a small mist of water, and you can do this on a daily basis. And you may experience a little bit of shrinkage if you're doing a low manipulation style like twists, but I think that the alternative of not having any moisture to your hair is worse. So after getting out of the shower, put some oil on it. Now you can use your hands to do that if it's a low manipulation style, or you can get one of those oils that have the spray and just spritz your hair. Easy, breezy, beautiful. Now some variations of this would be getting a spray bottle, and actually not a spray bottle, a mister. You just want a light mist. I will try and link some misters down below if you want to know what those look like. But you can take a mister, put some water, mostly water in it. You can put some leave-in conditioner and then put some oil, shake that up and spray it on your hair. Now you've got all of your moisturization steps in one. It's super simple. You can do it on twists, you can do it on braids, you can even do it on an updo if you're gentle, just so that the edges and your edges stay intact. I love that tip. A little bit more in depth would be a hair steamer or a face steamer. If you have low porosity hair, this is a good tip. You can take a hair steamer and you can actually like steam your hair. It does exactly what the shower does, but a little bit more intense and in depth. But you want to be careful because the goal is not to completely saturate your hair. You just want to like misting, cleansing the scalp. We are getting into the nitty-gritty, literally. I've got 3 ways, and the first one is affordable and natural. Apple cider vinegar and water. 1 part apple cider vinegar, 2 parts water. Apple cider vinegar has 1,000,001 benefits for your body, but it's also awesome for the scalp. If you have like extensions, braids, even locks, you can really apply this solution to your scalp and it will hold you over. It's actually pretty incredible. I've experienced lots of good results from it myself. Another way to apply it outside of a spray bottle is a cotton swab or a cotton pad or a Q-tip. If you have like really small parts and you really just kind of want to get in there and you really don't want to mess up or frizz up your hair, Q-tips, I mean, it's going to take you a little while depending on your style, but that is a way too to kind of like dig in there, get in there, as long as you don't have like excessive buildup. The second way is diluting shampoo. Now this one is a little, I mean, you have to be willing to take the risk because your hair is going to get wet and you're going to have to somehow rinse this out. But if you have a style like locs or something like that where you know the style is not going to come out and you're not worried about excess weight from extensions or something like that, I could say that this could work with the braids that are mainly like your own hair or locs. You could put some diluted shampoo and then you could rinse. Like I said, you're taking a risk, but if I had locs or braids that were my own hair, I would absolutely do this. The last is dry shampoo. I know. I actually have never tried dry shampoo myself, mainly because one of the things it says is that it will help to kind of soak up oil. My hair is already pretty dry. I need as much oil as I can get. So I usually don't use dry shampoo. However, I have noticed lately that there are a lot of other people in the comments who don't have type 4 hair that are still watching my videos and consuming. So this is still an option. Also, if you have type 4 hair and you've used dry shampoo, like I'm kind of scared, but like let a sister know.
Is it the business or not?
If you have any other ways that we could possibly moisturize or shampoo our hair, please let us know down in the comments. I will meet you down there. In the meantime, take a look at my protective style here. It's like a faux hawk. It's really cute. It's based off of a movie called Hair Love. Absolutely love it. Check that out here if you're looking for a protective style that looks really good. And then I'm just gonna put a playlist down here. I'm gonna surprise you guys. So you guys can check out my hair care videos. I love you, and I will see you in a couple days. Mwah!